old observatory hung thick with the scent of dust and forgotten ambition. Elias, a man who traded the sterile glow of city life for the quiet hum of rural isolation, was cataloging astronomical equipment. His only companions were the constellations overhead and the rhythmic creak of the ancient building. It started subtly, a flicker at the edge of his vision, a whisper that sounded like the wind but carried no breeze. Elias dismissed it as fatigue, but the occurrences grew bolder. Objects would shift. A heavy telescope, bolted to its mount, would be found nudged a few inches. The faint scent of ozone, acrid and sharp, would fill the main dome, only to vanish seconds later. One evening, while peering through the powerful refractor at a distant nebula, Elias felt it. A palpable cold, as if a glacier had decided to pass through the room. The air thickened, and the comforting hum of the machinery faltered. He spun around, his heart leaping into his throat. Standing at the edge of the dome's observation platform was a figure. It was tall, unnervingly so, and draped in what looked like a cloak of woven starlight. But it was the face that truly arrested him. Or rather, the absence of one. Where features should have been, there was only a swirling vortex of darkness, punctuated by 2 pinpricks of searing crimson light. They were eyes, Elias realized with a sickening jolt, eyes that burned with an ancient, hungry malevolence. He couldn't move, couldn't breathe. The vortex pulsed, and Elias felt a pressure in his mind, a probing, invasive sensation that felt like icy tendrils exploring his deepest fears. He saw flashes of impossible geometry, of stars folding in on themselves, of a universe teetering on the brink of an unimaginable abyss. The cloaked figure raised a hand, impossibly long and skeletal, and pointed a single, elongated finger directly at Elias. A guttural, rasping sound escaped the vortex, a sound that was not quite a word, but a manifestation of pure, unadulterated dread. Elias felt a chilling realization dawn. This wasn't a ghost, not a phantom from any earthly realm. This was something else, something that fed on the void between stars, that found sustenance in the unraveling of reality. Then the vortex flared. The crimson pinpricks intensified, and Elias felt a searing heat bloom within his own skull. He squeezed his eyes shut, a silent scream tearing through him. He felt his grip on his sanity loosen, his very essence being stretched and warped. The scent of ozone returned, overwhelming, burning his nostrils. When Elias finally dared to open his eyes, the figure was gone. The observatory was silent, save for the frantic thumping of his own heart. But something was different. The starlight filtering through the observatory dome seemed wrong. It held a strange, sickly luminescence, and the familiar constellations were subtly altered, their patterns twisted into unsettling geometries. He looked at his hands, and for a terrifying moment, he saw them shimmering, translucent, as if he too were starting to unravel. The silence that followed was the most terrifying sound of all. He was alone, but no longer truly himself. The darkness between the stars had left its mark. What have I done? The question echoed in the vast emptiness of his mind. He looked up at the twisted stars, the twisted reality, and a chilling laugh escaped his lips. This is only the beginning. You think you're safe. You think your reality is secure. Then you haven't seen the darkness between the stars, and it's watching. It's always watching. Subscribe to the Acula Files if you dare.